on a few other things with Joe Murphy, who's the CEO of Murphy Media, in relationship to opioid prevention and education. And had mentioned to him, hey, what do you think about creating something that could be applicable to the pre-K environment?
Get to the older ones, sometimes they've already got this mindset of, bad habits, because they see what's around them, and, you're unfortunately sometimes a product of your environment, and if we get to them early and they start learning good habits, the earlier the better.
Never imagined that within 4 or 5 weeks we would have a talking avatar that could interact with the children in real time, and we named him Rex the RX.
Have you been telling Mrs. Webb in her class all about, this?
What's that? What's that?
Oh, it's pretty cool, huh? Don't you wish you had one? Mm-hmm. I'll bet Joshua wishes he had one. And what about Temperance? Hey, Temperance, do you have a hat? Blake.
He's not gonna high-five you or give you a hug. He will interact with you, but the whole purpose of Rex is that we don't want the kids to keep Rex around.
Oh, guys. Bye.
This is the way, in my judgment, to reach them. They're used to being interactive, and they really don't respond to anything but that. So you've got to find a way to make that impression and make it last.
Hey guys, what do you think of my hat? You like it? Anybody here wear a hat? No?
Kids like Rex because he's also interactive, and he can, communicate in the actual classroom, so you can say the kids' names, and that gets their attention immediately.
The response has just been amazing. The kids really relate to the avatar, so if they do have a prescription medication that they take, which a lot of kids do, we want them.
Are we all good?
Yeah, you are.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. How are you today?
Good morning. Happy Thursday from the West Virginia Drug Intervention Institute here on Capitol Street, coming to you live from downtown Charleston.
And it's a beautiful day in Charleston, isn't it?
It is. It's a gorgeous day. It's supposed to feel like summer out there today, so I'm excited.
I am too. Yesterday was beautiful, so I'll take all these medium days that we can possibly get between now and the snow that's coming later
Pretty
this
soon
year.
it's going to be cold, and we're going to have to wear boots and hats and all those things I don't like. So.
Me too.
But I'm Dr. Susan. I am the president of the West Virginia Drug Intervention Institute, and I'm here with my trusty sidekick. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hi guys, Jessica Eagle, education director here at the Institute.
So we are here this morning to share some information about medication safety. October is National Medication Safety Month. Actually, it's National, what is the actual word for it?
Medication
Abuse Awareness Month. That's right. I need more coffee this morning.
Yes.
But yeah, so we're really excited. We got a great promotion going on with Fruth.
We do. We're having so much fun with that.
We are. I'm enjoying seeing all the pictures of Rex pop up all around the Fruth locations, and we'll talk a little bit more about what people can do at Fruth. But I think this morning we're just going to run through the Rex presentation.
Yes,
aren't we?
because, well, and I forgot something yesterday, so I'm going to need you to make sure that I don't forget it today. Do you know what that is?
I think I do.
Okay.
I think I know what that is.
So I'm going to go ahead and shut this so that I can share my papers with you guys. Because, I'm a visual person, so I like to use visual aids when I'm talking.
I don't know that about you at all.
She may be teasing. So we have the Don't Keep Rex Around program. The program's designed for pre-K and kindergarten students. But really, it's great for talking to any young child about medication safety. And that's what the program's all about. We do have a little bit of a problem here in West Virginia with opioids specifically. And if we can help keep kids safe at home, I think we're going to do a whole lot of good for this state. So that's really our focus.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I was just actually talking to the health promotions class at the University of Charleston this morning. We were also talking about how medication is often abused by college students too. So this really is something that's important for everyone across the lifespan
Absolutely.
too. Yeah.
Absolutely. So for the parents that are watching right now, grandparents, guardians, if you have young kids at home, this is actually something you can share with them too. So let's get right into this. So we have our Rex character right here. You guys might have seen him before. But he likes to come on and reinforce our medication safety.
What we're calling it.
That's what I'm calling it today. We'll see how crazy it gets. But there are 3 key points that Rex likes to share with children. And the first one is to make sure that the cap is always secure on your medicine.
That's right.
So what could happen if the cap comes off the medicine?
Well, most of the time when we talk to young kids, they're more concerned about their animals getting into it. And I hear
This is
all
so true.
about all the different kind of animals.
Yeah.
They have cats, dogs, turtles,
Yeah.
goats, pigs, chickens. We've heard it all.
Absolutely. They might be a little concerned about their siblings or their cousins.
Not so much.
but
It's usually the pets.
animals. So we always talk to kids about capping their medicine. We tell them to cap him. All right. And when we're talking with the children, we actually have this little picture to illustrate that action. We also point out, and this is what I forgot to mention
key. Yes.
yesterday.
Very
If
key.
you notice in this picture here, we have Rex and get this cap put on. But is this an adult hand or a child's hand?
Definitely an adult hand.
So we always want to emphasize to the children that it's a trusted adult that handles the medication, not the child. So as we're going through these pages, when we're doing this program, especially with young children, we emphasize this each time we go through. So we want to make sure that we are capping Rex, but that's an adult's responsibility.
Absolutely.
So we want to cap him, make sure that lid is secure. We also want to make sure that we're putting Rex up and out of the way.
Yes.
I know growing up in my family, it wasn't unusual to see medication on a table because they took the medication usually with their meals. So it would just be sitting right there.
This is really important too because we have so many children in West Virginia being raised by grandparents, and statistics tell us that older adults are more likely to be prescribed an opioid, but they're also more likely to have multiple prescriptions. And they're the least likely to store them correctly. So a lot of times you go over to Mama and Papa's house and, you know, the medication is on the kitchen table or on the end table in the living room or the bedroom. And that's really accessible to small people.
Yes.
So we want to get those medications up and out of the way.
Absolutely.
And teach children that if they see medication, it's not for them to touch without a trusted adult. And so we don't want them to be afraid of it, but we want them to understand it's something that they shouldn't use unless they're with an adult.
And that leads us into our next point, actually,
Absolutely.
Dr. Susan. We want to make sure that we know our medication. So when we're talking with children specifically about this, we're telling them about that prescription label and how that label will have their name on it. And if your name isn't on the medication, then that medication's not for you. And this is also something you can share with grandparents and guardians and other people, just to make sure that they are aware that they can actually talk to kids about this. I think a lot of times
Kids understand name tags, right?
Absolutely.
Because they typically have name tags on their desk, or they might have to write their name on their backpack, or their parent might have to put their name, on the back of a sweater or something. So kids understand the concept of a name being on something, and that
Absolutely.
if your name is on it, then it belongs to you. So this is a really easy concept, I think, for younger children.
Oh, absolutely. And when we do go to school, I know I think they said 80% of our schools are back in session or have people in the seats. Those children have probably always had their names on their lunch boxes, on their backpacks, from the very first start of preschool. They know their names. They know what it looks like. They may not be able to spell it in its entirety,
right?
But they do recognize their names.
I'm surprised at how many children that we've seen in Putnam and Kanawha County that are 4 and 5 years old and they can write their names. It's pretty incredible.
Absolutely.
And some of them write better than some of the adults I know. So it's really quite impressive. You'd be surprised sometimes what these little people are picking up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I know I have she's 4 now, but at the age of 3, my youngest was able to write her name. So she knows what that looks like, and she can tell you the letters in her name. So
Speaking of Lucy, my favorite young person. Hi, Lucy.
She always gets excited because we do a lot of Zoom calls, and I'll share this with you all. I don't care. When we're Zooming, sometimes we're not in the same location.
Yes.
So when Lucy hears Dr. Susan come on, she runs over to the computer now and starts waving. even if it's not a two-way conversation, she's waving.
I'm the one waving today, so.
So, yes, she does know her name.
Good.
So that is something that we can share with children. Here, when we use this illustration, we also talk about how prescriptions come from a pharmacy. Yeah. We want children to be comfortable talking to pharmacists, and a lot of times when we do this program, we have student pharmacists that assist us from the University of Charleston. They have been a huge asset to this program.
Very much so, yeah.
And we want children to be comfortable with that trusted adult in the community as well.
Right, and a pharmacist, a lot of people don't understand that, you know, the pharmacy is more than just a place you go to pick up your prescription. Mm-hmm. Pharmacists are very serious about that counseling piece, and that's what they're there for. So we want people to get comfortable with their pharmacist.
Absolutely.
A lot of times the pharmacist is the most accessible healthcare professional in the community. So someone you see and can definitely talk to you.
And not to jump ahead, but that is one of the reasons we're working with Fruit Pharmacy right now
is.
too, to get more medication disposal systems into the community, which we'll touch base on
those in
just a little bit. So we also, when we talk with the children, and if you guys are listening, oh, I forgot to do this. So if we say no, Rex, we do this with the kids.
Oh yeah,
so
that's right. No Rex.
Our program is very interactive. We know that children not only learn with their ears and as they are doing activity sheets, it also helps to include movements in that as well to help reinforce those messages. The other thing we talk about is throwing our medication away when it's old or expired or it's no longer used.
And we don't want the kids to throw it away.
Yeah, so again, we talk about here, is this a adult hand or a child's hand throwing away the medicine?
Exactly.
So we do explain what an expiration date is.
But I'm surprised how many young people get that.
Yes.
You know, they go, so if they come home and tell you the word expiration, they really do know it.
Yes, they know that it's old.
We tell them it's a 6th grade word, and then they're really excited that they know a 6th grade word.
Yes, it's fun though. I mean, kids get so excited when they learn things, especially if they think it's above their level.
That's right.
So, and they want to show that off to you, which is amazing, I think. I think we should take pride in that behavior. So we do talk about throwing away, excuse me, throwing away old or expired medication, but that is the adult's job to do. And then we also wrap it up, of course, with the Don't Keep Rex Around.
Yeah, don't keep. I'm creating a theme song. I walk around singing "Don't Keep Rex Around."
Yeah.
So starting to drive everybody crazy. We might have to develop a real theme song.
A
for
real
Rex.
song for us.
I sing to everything. So
this is true. We do like to sing, actually.
Yes.
It keeps the office.
we don't sing well, but we do sing. So, but there's a really special way to throw Rex away, right?
Yes.
Should we tell the adults that are listening about that?
So, as part of the promotion with Fruit that we've been doing, we are emphasizing medication disposal systems. These can be picked up at your local Fruit pharmacy. Also, if you're in downtown Charleston, stop in at 118 Capitol Street. We'll be happy to send you home with one of these bad boys. But basically, all it is, if you have medication in your house and you need to get rid of it, you just tear open the top. The instructions are actually on the back of the package. So it's really easy to follow along. It will dispose of 45 pills, 6 ounces of liquid, or 6 patches. You would put the medication in the bag, add the water as instructed, seal it, shake it up, and then safely toss it in the trash.
That's right.
And
it's a much safer way to dispose of medication. So a lot of people don't know that throwing medication in the trash is dangerous because it could be easily diverted. A child could get to it, an animal could get to it. But also flushing it down the toilet gets it into the water system. And as I was just sharing with the UC students, there's actually been some studies on the West Coast where some of our shellfish, which we eat as food, are testing positive for opioids. So putting those into the water system, not the greatest idea.
Right.
So this is a really safe way to dispose of that medication. There's another safe way to dispose of medication, and that's this Saturday.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
I'm super excited. I've been able to take part in the DEA's Drug Take Back days for a few years now, and it's always been something that's it's great to be part of the community, and you might see people that you don't get to see very often, but it's an amazing opportunity that if you have a large amount of medication, and it can be over-the-counter medication or it can be prescription, and you need to get those out of the home, You take them to your local take-back location, and they will dispose of those safely for you. So no questions asked. You can walk. I've seen people walk up with shopping bags because somebody had completed chemotherapy or some type of aggressive disease, and they had tons of medication at home. So that's a great opportunity to get rid of those large amounts, even a small amount if you don't have a bag.
That's right. And you can still pick up a bag when you're here. You can get a medication disposal kit, but also then you can have it at home.
Yes.
And so these are just good and handy to have at home for when you need to get rid of medication. And a lot of sheriff's departments will take back medication anytime, but the drug take back day just makes it so much more convenient. And of course, we're in downtown Charleston. Everything will be closed off on Saturday to dine outside. So, come drop that off and then dine at your favorite Charleston eating establishment.
Yeah.
And we'd be happy to see you. We're also doing naloxone training that day. So I think Rex might make an appearance.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see if we allow him in the building. But he will likely be here this Saturday as well.
I'm so excited about that.
Activities for the kids.
Yes. And just one final sheet that we talk about with our program.
Sure.
This is actually a brand new sheet. So because we're doing everything virtually this year, COVID, fun times.
Yeah.
We want to make sure that when we have children that are participating online, that we maintain their attention and to help keep them active. So they will actually have this check sheet with them as well. And we're just going to go through and make sure that we hit all the main points when we're talking about being safe around medication. So you want to do the motions with me?
Yeah, I'll do the motions.
So first we would do cap him, and then know him, and throw him.
And don't keep Rex around.
Don't no Rex. So that's a little taste of what the program, at least the worksheets, look like. It will be a little bit more detailed for the children when we start doing these.
Do you want to talk about how we're going to be doing these live actually for schools now? So
Why don't we talk about Rex?
Oh, Rex.
Hey, ladies. How are we doing?
Oh, I didn't think we'd get through the day
I
without
didn't
him.
think he was going to show up today.
So you just never know.
What is a talk about Rex without having Rex, ladies? I mean,
Well, I think you're supposed to be in the medicine cabinet, Rex.
I think you're supposed to be in the medicine cabinet.
I don't belong in a medicine cabinet, Rex.
Rex.
We've had this conversation.
Oh, so exhausting with you two.
Oh, it's exhausting with us.
Yeah.
It's exhausting with us, Rex. Really? Oh, come on now.
Well, actually, Rex, we're just out in live streaming today, and we're talking to everybody about the importance of medication safety. So
Oh, I see.
maybe you could help us with that.
Well, maybe I can set everybody straight.
Oh, okay. Let's set us all straight, Rex.
Okay.
Come
Let's
on.
set you
Let's hear
ladies
it.
straight. All right. So, did we start out with the old chapeau? Did we tell them about the hat? The
We did
hat, the
tell
old
them about the
caparoonie.
hat. I think Miss Jess has a cooler hat than you today too, Rex.
do,
Wait till you see it.
Rex.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Now
Oh,
that is classy.
now
What do you think of
that's
that
something. That is,
That's what I'm talking about.
that's definitely something there, Jess.
Yep. Aren't you jealous?
No, if I had a head like that, I'd wear a hat like
At least
that
my
as
head
well.
isn't flat and bald.
Ooh, flathead. Let's not be calling names.
Now.
Dr. Susan, get this group under control.
Okay, all
Yes.
right. Well,
We're
the whole
trying.
point
Hey,
is to
guys.
keep the cap on. So much like we wear hats to keep us warm, medicine needs its hat on at all times for safety.
Absolutely.
So we do talk to the kids, Rex, about capping you and keeping your cap on.
Keeping that old hat on.
But never touching
Don't
you.
touch me.
Yet,
Right.
not without a trusted adult.
Trusted adult only. I got it.
super
I got it. Kids,
Super
keep your hands off of Rex.
That's right.
Good job, Rex. So far, I think you're right on track.
Yeah, he's in a good mood today.
Yeah. Now, if we can just get you girls on track.
Oh, come on now.
Good luck.
Yeah. So.
All right. So the cap. I got it. Cap me. Don't cap me if you're a kid. Only adults. Cap old
Don't
Rexy.
touch you.
What else? Hey, nice shoes there.
Well, we talked about knowing you. So
To
that-
know me is to love me.
Not exactly.
really.
We talked about if your name is not on the medication, you shouldn't take it. So it's not something that
mean
you should
right
share
here?
with someone else. So like I have these glasses that I have to wear because I can't see. But if I
do
gave
too.
Miss Jess my glasses, or we switched glasses,
Yeah.
which we're not going to do today because of COVID.
Right.
But
Yeah,
if
plus your
we-
prescription is like
Yeah,
a couple
well,
of bottles.
that's the
That's
point.
it,
If we
yeah.
switched, glasses are a prescription, right? So
Yeah.
if I gave Miss Jess my glasses, or she gave me hers, I would be able to see out of hers because they're not mine. So
Yeah.
it's the
Oh, that's a
same
really
thing.
good point. You guys are
Yeah.
really smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So same thing with medication.
Yeah, and also, Rex, there's other things we don't like to share. So,
yeah.
would you share your toothbrush with
Ooh,
somebody?
yuck.
Yeah, that's
No.
kind of gross,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So we
Pretty
don't
sure I can
share those.
smell Dr. Susan's breath from here. You might
Well,
want to pass that over there. A little too much
So-
coffee this
Yeah, I
morning.
have coffee breath. That's
So
true.
we don't
I'll
share
give you that.
toothbrushes.
We don't share toothbrushes.
We don't
Or
share
teeth
glasses.
brushes.
We don't share glasses.
Don't-
we don't,
don't-
share things like underwear. So
Ew.
why would we share our medication, right?
Right.
So super important not to share medication.
So
Absolutely.
once again, your name must be right here. Now, this says Rex, the greatest name in all of the human language. So since it says Rex, does that mean that Miss Jess can take some medication?
No, it doesn't have Miss
No.
Jess's name on it. so
What
she cannot
about
take it.
Dr. Susan? Does it say Dr. Susan there?
Definitely not.
No.
Okay.
So if it doesn't have their name on it, Rex, they know not to touch it.
Okay. I see what
You're
you're.
not
I
for
see what you're
everybody.
going for here.
You're
And,
not for everybody, Rex.
don't think it's waste. It's lost on me. I know when I'm not wanted.
Ooh,
Well,
crazy hair.
speaking of not wanted, there's one final thing that we did share with
I
you.
heard you guys talking about it. I
Yeah,
heard
we-
you talking about throwing me a party. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
No.
What? Go, shorty. It's Rex's birthday.
No,
what?
actually, Rex,
No.
we talked about how if you're old or expired or not.
You're old.
I am not old, Rex. We've had this conversation.
Yes, we've had this conversation.
I'm just-
Dr. Susan,
I'm
did you ride in
seasoned.
on your dinosaur today?
I'm seasoned. I'm not old.
Seasoned like a fine aged Angus beefsteak.
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah. So
He's
Rex,
a real
back to your
self-esteem
label.
builder.
Let's talk about that label. When it's
Label.
expired,
I don't
right?
like labels.
There's a date on your label that tells us when you're expired. So when you're expired, we get to throw you away.
Whoa, hey, really quickly.
Yeah.
Let's not throw me away. Can we talk about something before? I know what's coming next. I've been down this road before.
Maybe
Here
a
I
few
go
times.
again on Rex's own. All right, we've talked about taking me back.
Yeah.
Take back the, but you know what you didn't really go into depth about?
What's that?
The slideshow. Let's talk about these awesome
Oh.
pictures that these children have drawn.
Rude.
You know what, Rex? You are on the ball.
Oh,
this
I
morning.
know what's up. I gotta
Yes,
keep
sir.
you girls
You're
straight.
on the ball. Like,
Yeah,
maybe-
check out
We have some
Amelia
pictures
right
to
We
here.
have
Share.
some pictures. Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is another thing that we can talk about with Fruth. So in addition to picking up a medication disposal kit at any Fruth pharmacy, all 29 in the tri-state area, you can get a activity kit or book
Yeah.
to share with your child. And Fruth is doing a coloring contest.
Ooh, I love this one.
Yeah,
This
so
one,
these are-
Laura Lai, has got my eye.
Yeah, so these are all different renditions of you, Rex.
There's not a bad one in the bunch.
No,
I mean,
there
if it's
really
got
isn't.
Rex, it's got everything you need.
I particularly like the one with the stars and the hearts and all that.
Yeah.
I love it. You guys need a huge Rex portrait right here on the wall at the WVDII.
I
That's what
think
I'm
we
feeling.
should choose the best ones and frame them.
Oh,
actually. I think
that is a
would be-
fantastic
That is a
idea.
good
I love
idea.
That'd
it.
be amazing.
That's fantastic. Every once in a while, Dr. Susan, you have a decent idea.
Everyone.
Rattling around in that brain of yours.
Yeah, sometimes it's functioning.
Or that head cavity where our brains. Oh my goodness, look what Owen's done here. Owen with all the different colors. I love it.
Yeah,
love
that's
this
a
look.
great job.
These are great.
This is my look. Oh goodness. I like this black hat. Maybe we should try that tomorrow. All right. Loving this. I could look at these all day.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
I could. All right. All
It's all
right.
about you, isn't it, Rex?
Ah,
could. I'm sure you could, Rex.
yeah.
So I know you're just trying to prolong the
Oh,
inevitable
I
here,
just
Rex,
love my time with you ladies.
But you know, I think it might be time to say goodbye, Rex.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Time to not keep Rex around
Right.
for sure. So We're going to have to say goodbye, Rex, but I'd like everybody out there to help us. If we can say on the count of 3, don't keep Rex around, I think we can get rid of old Rexy here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Don't keep Rex around.
I know when I'm not wanted.
All right.
Yeah.
See you, Rex.
So that was fun.
That was
wasn't
fun.
it?
Sometimes he's a little too snarky for my taste, but he reminded us today about that important coloring contest at first, so that was good. And drug take back on Saturday, 10 to 2 here on Capitol Street. I know there's several locations throughout Kanawha County. I know Fruth on Oakwood Road is doing them. You can get a flu shot down there if you need one, and everyone should get one. So yeah, we're super excited. We are going to be doing this with pre-K and kindergarten classrooms throughout the state.
Very soon, yes.
So if you are a teacher or a school administrator and you're watching and you want more information, it's just Jessica at wvdii.org. Jessica at wvdii.org.
Yeah, or you can go to our website, and I believe our contact information is also listed there. It's just wvdii.org.
Yep, and we're available for homeschool too. So if you'd like to bring Rex Live into your classroom or your home,
your co-op,
reach out to us.
We're happy to reach out and share this message with anybody because it is an important message.
Very important.
You could also give us a call, but I can never remember the phone number, so I'm not even going to go there. Sorry.
It's on the website.
It's on the website. Just Google us, you'll find us.
Yeah, exactly. But we're very excited and happy to be with you this morning. Thanks everyone for joining us, and remember, don't keep Rex around.
Bye, guys.
Bye.